This is the Geofront fan translation of The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. The official localization is set to be released in fall of this year. No longer in Liberal, we are now moving over to Crossbell in The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. As the little disclaimer at the beginning of the video will say, this is a fan translation, the Geofront fan translation. I officially own the Japanese version of this in Azure. I bought this on DL site, which again, at the time of this recording, until January. This game is half off. You are getting this game for about $10. That is a steal. This is a, this is a really good JRPG from what everyone says. Let's just find out how good it is. Let's start that new game. I did start up a game before just to make sure everything worked. So, I've seen the first little bit of it. So, let's get started. We're going to play on normal, because that's why I played the Sky Trilogy on. So, let's do it. Oh. We're playing Trails from Zero, right? This seems like they already know what they're doing. Ah yes, our main character, Lloyd Bannings. Well, Tio? It is as I feared. The higher elements, time, space, and mirage are indeed present. Just like the tower and the temple. I feared as much. This will be a difficult operation. Guess that means we'll run into more supernatural scum. So we got Randy, we got Tio, and we got Ellie. Was it Ellie? I've already forgotten. Oh no. Man, I'm getting chills down my spine already. Understood. No, knowing our enemy, they'll try to ambush us. Everyone, keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, Ellie. Alright, so I have also tinkered with the controls, so everything is not exactly how I want it, but I do want to show that real quick. I believe this is a feature thanks to Geofront. But yeah, it'll recognize all your buttons as PlayStation buttons, which I really like. So yeah, that's my control scheme. They also have presets. So this localization also has... Oh wow, that was really loud. Okay, so this localization, this fan translation also comes with the Japanese voice acting. I'm still going to be doing voice acting for the most part, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, let's get back into it. Lloyd, Ellie, Tio, and Randy, huh? Level 40, jeez. One feature that's been tripping me up is that the circle button, what was the cancel / menu button, is now only the cancel button. They have a dedicated menu button, which I've set to triangle because that is what I'm used to. Well, no going upstairs. Man, this must be pretty far into the game. We're at level 40. Unless, like, we level up like crazy. So yeah, Trails from Zero. This is the Crossbell Adventure. One of the two games that we initially did not get. What in the world? I don't know, looks like a... Oh. I think Phantasma is down there. This shaft looks never ending. Where could it lead? From up here, I'm guessing it's at least a good 500 arc deep. Man, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get all the way down there. Tio, what's wrong?
Are you alright? You look so pale. I am fine. It is just that this place triggered some unpleasant memories.
Of course, of that place you mentioned before? You mean those bastards hide out at the Republic's western border?
Yes. Maybe this shaft was built to be a staircase toward Gehenna, where Adios was renounced and the devils were worshipped. And to gain their trust, they sacrificed humans under the veil of ceremonies. Disgusting.
That explains the stench. In that case, I think our mission is clear. For the sake of those who helped us come this far, and for the girl who's waiting for us to come home, it's our duty to shatter these twisted delusions and bring them to light. We'll put an end to all the suffering they've caused.
Lloyd.
Sheesh, Lloyd. If it ain't the smell here that's gonna off me, it'll be one of your cheesy speeches. But I'm with you on this one. Let's give 'em hell.
Same here. Our enemy is like a spider, hiding in the shadows and pulling the strings of its webs. But we've come a long way, and we can bring them to justice. Indeed, we cannot be defeated.
Alright, time to get going then. Let's make it official. Lloyd Bannings and the 4 members of the Crossbell Police Department's Special Support Section will now commence the infiltration and settle this case once and for all. I heard a voice. We're on a train. Where am I? Oh, right. I said goodbye to my aunt and uncle, double-checked all my luggage, boarded the train, and...
Are you alright, dear? You jolted right awake.
You look like you were having a nightmare. Are you feeling okay? Oh, no, I'm fine. Just a little sleep deprived, that's all. I had the strangest dream, though. Huh, a dream, huh? Were you perhaps being sworn by hordes of sexy ladies? What? No. Can't say it was that good of a dream.
Enough. Don't tease the poor boy, dear. How about a cold lemonade to perk you up? I have some chilled inside this bottle.
Oh, if you don't mind. Thanks, I appreciate it. Feeling better already.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Judging by your appearance, you aren't Erebonian. You must be from Crossbell, right? Oh, yes, sir. I lived abroad for a while, but I'm moving back to the city again. Speaking of which, are you two also from Crossbell? Yep, we just took a trip to the Republic, so we're on our way back now. If you're going back from living abroad, I doubt you'll even recognize Crossbell.
Indeed. The city has changed drastically over the past 2 or 3 years.
I thought that might be the case. I did pass through this city a few times by train since I moved away. They've really added a lot of high rises, haven't they? They have. After all, Crossbell's always been the leading trade city in Zemuria. Crossbell's ever-growing finance sector has made foreign investors more willing to provide funding for development. This trend only continued to skyrocket after the Non-Aggression Pact was signed a little more than a year ago. Wait, are you talking about the Non-Aggression Pact that was signed back in Trails? Or Trails in the Sky? Dude. Department stores, office buildings. With the mirror investments pouring in, these places popped up all over the city.
Sure, these new facilities are huge convenience, but people still struggle to adapt to the city's rapid growth. Everyone's always busy with this or that. It's as if we've become slaves to time and Mira.
That hit a little close.
Oh, pardon us. I know it's been a while since you last saw your hometown. We didn't mean to ruin your return.
Please, no harm done. My friend told me similar things in his letters, but no matter how much it may change, Crossbell's my home.
Of course.
Impressive sentiment coming from someone your age. Compared to bright young men like you, these newly elected politicians are just... Bah! Whether they side with the Empire or the Republic, they're nothing but a bunch of megalomaniacs. Can't trust anyone except for old Mayor McDowell.
Dear, calm down. Sorry about that. He tends to get carried away when it comes to politics.
It's fine. Those details are good to know. Sure, you can get the Crossbell Times internationally, but I'd rather hear about current affairs firsthand. Oh, another avid Crossbell Times reader, huh? They might cover every passing fad, but they write some impressive articles every once in a while. I wish they'd dive a bit deeper into the issues with the Crossbell diet, though. Seems like Crossbell is still facing a bunch of problems. Oh. Cutscene. There's Crossbell. We're coming home. Attention all passengers. We will be arriving in Crossbell City shortly. Passengers bound for Liberal and Remiferia by airship, please make your way to the airport upon arrival. Additionally, per Zamurian Railroad Corporation bylaws, this train will remain at Crossbell Station for 30 minutes upon arrival. Passengers bound for Arabonia, please have your entry application ready for the inspection officer. Sounds like we're almost there. I'd rather not see any of those Imperial soldiers' ugly mugs, so let's get off as soon as we can. Heh, will do. It's been 3 years since then. I made sure to keep in contact with Cecile, but... Guy, Cecile, I'm finally back. Back to Crossbell, our home. Oh. Is it time? Intro! Trails from Zero! Wow, it's impressive that they're able to change this much, the Geofront fan translators. Like, they even got, like, signs and, like, cutscenes changed to be all in English. Well, for the most part. I mean, that's all data, so whatever. Oh, Mr. Randy is into the ladies, huh? Wonder who they are. All these new faces. Find me. I was gonna say, we got another giant robot. Wait, was that the bracer emblem? Oh yeah, bracers. But unfortunately, we're not bracers ourselves. Hug! The SSS. Developed by Nihon Falcom. Trails from Zero. I'm so excited. Prologue, special support section. We reached the prologue just like that. It always took a little bit for the other games, the Sky Trilogy, but here, you're right in the prologue as soon as you get started. Man, this looks so good. Alright, so how long until we're able to control ourselves again? Well, we at least have our stuff. That's good. Don't want to leave anything behind on the train. Crossbell. What kind of adventures await here? Is Lloyd playing tour guide? Even though he hasn't been here in like 2 or 3 years? 3 years. He said 3. You know, I think about it. I know that some Japanese games have English in them anyway, sometimes. If I'm remembering right. So I wonder if any of this was actually Japanese in the non-translated version, because I don't have that to compare to. Wow, things really have changed. I can hardly even recognize these shops. Oh, what's that building over there? That's the Orbital Store. It reopened just last year. They handle everything from the latest orbital devices to orbital cars. Oh yeah, cars. I remember in Liberal, didn't really have anything like that. I mean, they had like vehicles of the sort for transporting, so they're more like forklifts than anything in from my recollection. They got doodads from Arabonia, Halberd, Liberal, even Epstein. You name it, they've got it. That's pretty impressive. You know, I've also noticed a lot more cars on the street. You would hardly see them 3 years ago. You're sharp, you, but even now, they're only ever used by rich folk. So I can get a general idea of that time period. Lucky for us, public transportation has improved dramatically over the years. It's only a matter of time before the Zemuria continent gets Uber services. It only takes 30 minutes to reach the hospital to the south by bus. How convenient. It's amazing how much can change in just 3 years. Well, let's say our goodbyes here. You still have to report in for your job, right? Oh, right. Let me carry your luggage home at the very least. Oh no, we could never ask you to do that. The last thing we want is for you to be late for your first day of work. She's right. No matter what you do, first impressions last. Remember that, son. Okay, I give up. You make a good point. Oh, it was their stuff. Well, isn't Lloyd just a good boy? You won't take over Joshua's best boy spot. I'm sorry, Lloyd. Well, we'll see, I guess. That reminds me. Seeing as you just returned, do you have a place to stay? If you don't, I can introduce you to the inn over on East Street. Lovely place. I appreciate the offer, but I already have accommodations set up. My things have probably arrived there by now, too. Oh, you don't say.
Well, the two of us live near the end of East Street. Feel free to drop by in case you need anything. We'd be more than happy to lend you a hand.
Thanks, I'll remember that. Once I'm settled in, I'll make sure to stop by. Of course, take care, lad.
Hope to see you soon, dear.
Wait a minute. So it's still in one piece? I wonder if the Crossbell Times moved into something less decrepit by now. Sure brings back memories. It really sticks out next to all the new buildings, so... Well then, better get a move on. Lloyd took out a letter from his pocket. Officer Lloyd Bannings. Oh, wow, already an officer. You are assigned to the Crossbell Police Department's Special Support Section. Please report in for duty on the designated date. CPD HR Department. Crossbell Police Department? Special Support Section? I don't remember that name ever popping up during my time at the police academy. I wasn't even sent a uniform. What kind of division it's supposed to be? So our boy's a police boy, huh? He's a pig. Anyway. I don't know why. Every time I say that now, so I listen to Let's Players sometimes, you know, as you do. And there's one that is, ran off this quote. I assume it was a quote, given like his inflection on it, but I don't know where it's from. I tried Google searching it. Nope, no luck. Oh well, I guess I'll find out soon enough. Good thing the police department hasn't moved since I was last here. Alright, let's do this. You go, Lloyd. Trails from Zero. Is that like a loading screen? Oh man. We got load times here. Crossbell Police Department. The Crossbell Police Department. Definitely not my first time here. Well, were you a troublemaker? Troublemaker turned police boy? Hard to believe that this is going to be my workplace from here on out. Well then, enough standing around. Should go introduce myself to the receptionist. Alright, one sec. Alright, I'm back. I actually want to bring the menu up. So, we're level 3, and I like the CPD background. Alright, change equipment. What does he got? Used by Crossbell Police Department to apprehend criminals. Striker. Looks like a Tonfa. He's a Tonfa boy. Let's see, 43 strength, 36 defense, ATS is 36, ADF is 27. Not very good on the magic side of things. Speed is 30, movement is 4, that's pretty good. Dexterity is 20, agility is 8, and range is 1. Oh yeah, there's... Well, I mean, that was in the tactics thing. Oh, I like that. Alright, so what do we got here? He's got his regular craft, Axle Rush. Whirls around Tonfas, making a series of shockwaves. So they are Tonfas, okay. And then Tiger Charge. Overwhelms with a barrage, then charges like a tiger. Oh, it can 100% seal something. That's cool. Alright, enough standing around. What's this over here? Is that where I want to be getting my quests? Oh, looks like you got a computer there.
G'day, and welcome to the Crossbell Police Department. How can I help you?
Well, My name is Lloyd Bannings, and today's my first day on the job. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, is that right? That's wonderful. I'm always happy to see new members joining the force. But this is pretty abnormal. There's no information in the system about a new recruit coming for assignment today. Are you sure you weren't supposed to go to the Crossbell Guardian Force?
Yes, I'm positive I've been assigned to the Crossbell Police Department. If you need proof, I can show you my detective qualifications I earned at the police academy.
Wow, you managed to pass the detective exam? That's amazing. It's not every day you see a newcomer this qualified.
No, it's not a big deal or anything. I'm pretty sure I just got lucky. One sec. And besides, I was apparently the only person that took the exam this time.
Oh, come on, no need to be so modest. But this is really bizarre. We should have been notified of your assignment already. Pardon me for asking, but do you know what division you've been assigned to?
Oh, about that. I think it was called something like the Special Support Section.
The Special Support Section? Do we even have a division with that name?
Wait, it doesn't even exist?
Please wait a moment. I think I've heard that name somewhere, but I'm having a hard time remembering.
Oh, you made it. Oh yeah, he looks like a chief.
Ah, Chief Sergey.
I can take it from here, Fran. He's one of the new recruits. He's one of the recruits for my division.
Oh, is he? So that's the name of the new division you're starting.
Yep, I look forward to working with you. Then again, who knows if this team will last for more than 6 months.
Oh,
Sir? Man, just cannot get rid of that. I'm Sergey Liu, Chief of the Special Support Section. So you're Lloyd, huh? Yes, sir. My name is Lloyd Bannings, reporting for duty to the Crossbell's Police Department Special Support. Hold the formalities for now. What? It's still a little early to be reporting in for your assignment. Just follow me. Your new partners are waiting. Huh? Wait.
Well, best of luck. Sounds like you might have some trouble, but work hard and I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thanks. My nerves are starting to kick in. Lloyd caught up pretty quickly. Hey! Wow. Well, we're already getting 3 party members, huh? I'm surprised that they joined so quickly. Would you look at that? Our big stars finally arrived. They have sitting animations. I mean, they had that in the other games, right? Yeah, they did. Sorry for the wait, everyone. Here's our last member. Don't just stand there. Introduce yourself. Ah, right. All 3 of them look too young to be senior officers of the CPD. Are they also rookies? Then again, that girl looks like she's too young to even be a part of the force. Hey, got cotton stuck in your ears? It ain't hard, kid. Just give them your name and where you're from. Sorry. My name is Lloyd Bannings, and I was born in Crossbell. Until recently, I had been living abroad, but I've decided to return home in pursuit of joining the CPD. I look forward to working with you all. Oh, so you're the serious type. Yo, I'm Randy Orlando. My hobbies include flirting with the lovely ladies, gambling, and checking out checking out sexy new mags like Hotshot. You know, that kind of stuff. Remind me later and I'll let you take a peek at some of my prized collections when this is all said and done, yeah? Your what?
Ahem. Pleased to meet you. My name is Ellie McDowell. I'm Crossbellin, much like yourself. I look forward to working with you.
Likewise.
Tia Plato, Lehman State.
Oh, someone from Lehman.
A pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Chief Sergey? What is it? I've been wondering, what exactly is the Special Support Section? It's clear as day that everyone here is fairly young, myself included. Yeah, well, we're in a unique situation here. After all, everyone at this table is a promising newcomer to the police force, just like you. That should calm your nerves, yeah? I guess so.
Is this really okay for a police division?
Well, I, for one, am extremely grateful we don't have any preachy old-timers bossing us around. What in the world is this? I can't shake this bad feeling I have about all of this. Sergey here. That's so? Appreciate it. Wait a minute. He's got an Orbital cell phone? Dude. Crossbell of the future. But wait, they said that none. So this is roughly a year after Sky? Is that a portable communication device? Hard to believe technology like that has already been developed. Yeah, roger that. We can handle things from here. Alright, Greenhorns, time to perk up. You wanted to know what kind of responsibility the SSS is going to have, right? I imagine this little mission will give you a good idea. Get ready for a hell of a ride. Trails from Zero. Down there?
Why the underside of Station Street? What could possibly be there?
Sounded like he had something lined up for us to do. Don't tell me he's expecting us to clean this place up or something. Behind that door is the Geofront. Hey, it's the translators. A vast network of tunnels running underneath Crossbell City. Your mission is to make your way through it.
What? You want us to go in there?
Yeah, what's this have to do with anything? For starters, it'll serve as a test to evaluate your combat skills and overall aptitude. The Geofront is home to some pretty weak monsters. It's your job to dispose of them and reach its deepest section.
That makes more sense.
A combat test, huh? Fine by me. Wait a second. Test or not, why are we the ones going into an area infested with monsters? Isn't that a job for the Guardian Force? I'll admit that this isn't your typical outing as a detective. But you're members of the SSS, making it a different story altogether. Come again? We'll talk details later. First things first.
Sergey handed over some kind of portable device to Lloyd and the others.
Would this be
a new tactical orbit model, perhaps?
Damn, it's pretty slick. I like it.
A 5th generation tactical orbit, the Enigma. Is it finally ready for combat?
I guess so. The Foundation shipped them out a couple of days ago, and they've already been adjusted to fit your individual aptitudes. As for how to use them, Tio, you're up.
If I must. Were you also supplied with quartz for this particular model?
Yeah, it's not much, but here you go.
Received quartz of each type.
Also, you won't get far without this. A Geofront A key. Come back to headquarters once you've taken care of the monsters. We'll talk more after that. Oh right, I better hand these over to you too. Detective and Combat Notebook. About the Detective Notebook, the Special Support section automatically records events that happen throughout the game in the Detective Notebook. Check the contents by selecting Detective Notebook after opening items from the cam menu or by pressing square and left on the field. You can also read the manual, so please check it out. About the Combat Notebook, the Special Support section automatically records the data of each enemy you fight in the Combat Notebook. Like the Detective Notebook, you can view its contents by selecting Combat Notebook under Items or by pressing square and right on the field. Wait, you're leaving, Chief? Oh, that reminds me, Lloyd. I'm making you the leader of the team for now. Me? You're the only certified detective here, so good luck, kids. Heh, guess you drew the short end of the stick.
I do find it reassuring to have a proper detective on the team. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Detective Bannings.
Same, but can we maybe drop the formalities? I think we're about the same age, and we're both rookies.
I suppose so. I'm 18 myself.
I had a feeling, so am I. What about you two? I'm 21, but you would never catch me caring about formalities. Nice to meet you, Lloyd, Ellie.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, likewise. Suppose that leaves you. Would you mind telling us?
14. Will that be a problem?
No, of course not. 14? So you do have a problem with it. She looks the part, doesn't she?
It's hard to believe you're already a police officer at that age.
No, back up. This doesn't make any sense, no matter how you look at it. You have to be at least 16 before you can join the police force. How can someone who's barely graduated from Sunday school become a police officer?
Because I am not one, strictly speaking. I was transferred here by the Epstein Foundation for testing purposes.
Come again? Didn't Epstein make these ornaments we just got?
Oh, I think I understand. I've heard that Crossbell City has been cooperating with the Foundation on a large-scale project for several years. Correct, the Orbital Network project. While I do have some connection to that, the real reason for my transfer is this.
And that's?
A mechanical staff? It's called an orbital staff. I was transferred to test this weapon's effectiveness in real combat scenarios. Do you understand now, Lloyd?
Back up just a moment. You're telling me you're gonna fight with this thing?
For a certified detective, you are exceptionally slow. I believe I made myself clear. What do you fail to comprehend?
There. What happened there? Come on, guys. Bickering like this won't get us anywhere. I don't know exactly how dangerous this Geofront thing will be. So how about we come up with a strategy before we head in?
I'm still not sure how to feel about all of this, but we should focus on our mission.
You're right. Arguing is pointless. I'm sorry, Tio. If I offended you in any way, please accept my apologies.
It is fine. Your reaction was justified, given the situation. Now, back on topic. As I said, I will be utilizing my orbital staff to fight. What weapons do you three use?
My weapon of choice? Well, I specialize in these.
Some sort of police, batons?
Tonfas, huh? That's an Eastern weapon. Heard they specifically designed for self-defense and suppression rather than offense.
I see. A fitting choice for a police officer, then.
I tried out other weapons, but these felt the most natural. So what about you, Ellie? Randy?
I'll be using this. An orbital gun. It appears slightly dated though.
Maybe, but you can't deny its charm.
It's something I continue to have customized for competitive purposes. It may be an oldie, but its precision is unparalleled.
Not bad, not bad. Now, let me introduce you to my partner in crime. That's quite the large weapon.
It looks similar to the halberds used by knights during Middle Ages. I have seen them in the Foundation's factories. It is equipped with a unit that converts orbital energy into shockwaves.
Bingo. This baby's called a stun halberd. Its weight can make it difficult to get the hang of, but it's unmatched in terms of raw power. Impressive. While I still don't quite know how Tio's staff works yet, I think overall we make a pretty balanced team.
I think so too.
That's probably the reason the four of us were put on this team in the first place. The chief may look like a bum, but there is more to him than meets the eye.
I concur. Before I explain how it is my orbital staff functions, should I first explain how our tactical ordnance work?
1 sec. You know what? Let's do it. That'd be great.
Very well. Basically, an orbment is a device that uses orbital energy to generate various phenomena. From simple lighting, cooling, and heating systems, to engines that power cars and trains, all of them require energy output by orbments. The so-called tactical orbment is essentially a small portable orbment that is specifically designed to be used in combat. The ones we received are the newest models, which were developed by the Epstein Foundation. Like its predecessors, it functions by drawing power from crystal circuits called quartz. Quartz are essentially, by processing septium fragments known as sepith. Once made, they can be placed into the actual orbments. Didn't Chief Sergei hand you some before he left? Indeed, all we have to do is set them into the slots in our orbments. The elemental value and combination of quartz will determine which orbital arts are available to the user.
Arts can be more effective than melee attacks, depending on the monster. That's why we should properly configure each of our orbments before tackling the Geofront.
That's something to keep in mind while we're engaged in combat.
Even the Bracer Guild and Guardian Force use them. No reason why we shouldn't, eh?
One more thing. Tactical orbments are fine-tuned to each individual user, meaning that the circuit layout varies from person to person. For example, some slots are restricted to quartz with a specific elemental attribute. The sepith lines may differ as well. If we opened our orbments, we could see that they are not identical. As for arts, it will be better to learn about those during actual combat, so I will stop my explanation here. Thanks, Tio. That really cleared things up. You are welcome.
I got a quick question. These newer orbments are pretty much just fancy older models, right?
Crude, but yes. If you are familiar with older generation models, there should be not much of a difference. The only major difference from the orbital model is an additional function.
And that would be?
It is unnecessary for this job, so explaining would be a waste of time and energy. Let us focus instead on the task at hand.
Alright then. That just makes me even more curious. Okay, let's make sure our orbments are ready before heading into the Geofront. Once all of us have set our quartz, we'll get our first mission underway.
Understood.
Time to pop in some quartz. Please set quartz for each party member's orbment. You can do this by selecting orbment from the camp menu and then selecting quartz. Orbment. Quartz. Okay. Let's see. So we have defense, HP, attack, and evade. I'm gonna give Lloyd defense. Oh. Oh, okay. So their starting slot is already predetermined except for Lloyd's. So is Lloyd like the Estelle of this group? Yeah, you can see that one's wind. That one's water. And oh, he's only got one fire restricted. Interesting. So Lloyd is pretty much like the jack of all trades. Yeah, he's basically the Estelle. To equivalent to characters from the first game, we got our Estelle, we got our Shara, we got our Chloe, and we got our Agate. Alright, so we'll give you HP, and we will give you attack. Kind of odd that they don't give us mind instead of HP, but whatever. So she's going to start off with slightly less HP than the rest. So we got Crest. Wow, they've already given us Crest. And Stone Spike. That's new. What happened to Stone Hammer? We got Sparkle. Calls down lightning from above. Oh yeah, wind is basically also lightning. We got Tear and Icicle Edge. Fires a sharp icicle. Yeah, water was always like more for healing rather than offense. We also got Forte and Firebolt. Interesting. Oh, that's neat. Alright. You know what? Let's make this the first save. As tradition, starting on the second. Alright. We're good, I think. Oh yeah, we can see their crafts now. Triple Burst. Fires 3 high accuracy shots. Concentrated on one point. Then Aura Rain. A healing rain upon allies. If max CP, HP is fully healed. Wait, revive and HP heal? Wow. We've got Analyze. Discover enemy vitals. Weakening them. Oh, she can lower offense and defense. No, just defense. And reveal stuff? But, oh. Are they changing that? Transforms the orbital staff to fire a powerful laser beam. I'm sorry, what? Power Smash. Strikes opponent with great force, delaying their next turn. Crimson Gale. Oh, burn. So we got burn damage now. Okay. Incinerates foes with a mighty whirlwind of flame. Ah, yes. Alright. I'm going to use this as my paws. Okay, let's get going. The door is locked. The door can be unlocked with the Geofront A sector key. Let's do it. The door was unlocked. Oh boy. Let's get started.